Guys, with me here today is Mr. Ifemena, and I'm going to let him take over this platform. Is here to, tell us everything we need to know about getting that job success, getting the job offer in tech. So if you've gotten certification already in tech, you've gotten training, you've acquired courses and a lot more, yet you are struggling to obtain a job offer, then today's section is for you, and I would encourage you to please pay attention to whatever that will be said here today. Thank you so much, Mr. Ifemena, for joining us today. Could you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Thank you very much, and also thanks for taking out the time for us to have this conversation today. I think your platform is absolutely remarkable, the things you've been doing. Okay, so this is the first time I'm going to be here, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know me. My name is Ifemena Ipro, like you rightly said. Uh, I come from a non-technical background, so I studied economics at university. My first job ever was working in management consulting, and after that, I wanted to get into the tech space. It took me about 2 years before I actually secured my first tech job. And after that, I went on to do quite a number of things within the tech space. So I've worked as a data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, power platform engineer, business analyst. I've gone through different roles because I would like to say that I'm the person that I get really excited about learning new things. So I did quite a number of work, across different roles within the tech space in the last 10 years of my experience. So, my experience also spans quite a number of industries, quite a number of locations also. So I've worked in the UK, I've worked in Ireland, I've worked for companies based in the US, Canada. I currently reside in Canada. I work with different businesses. So currently what I do is I lead Amdari. I also lead another business that I run at the moment. In the same vein, I'm an ardent person. I'm that ardent person that wants to get more Africans into the tech space. So, like I said, it took me about 2 years to get my first job, and when I got the first job, I was like, why did it take me 2 years to get this job?
Yeah.
And after that, that's what I just did over and over, and that's what really took me across different career paths. And that's what I've replicated with so many of my mentees I've worked with in the last 5 years. And I've helped a lot of them also secure tech roles within the tech space across the world, from the UK to the US to literally across the world. Yeah.
Wow. That is quite amazing. I mean, 10 years experiences in the tech field. Like, trust me, you are the boss. But, something stuck in my head. Why did it actually, took you about 2 years to secure this job? Could it be that even though you had a certification, was it not recognizable? Or is it that the UK employers doesn't just look at certification, or do they want more? Could you enlighten us much more about this?
Yeah, so as a beginner, and most beginners will be in the same situation whereby because you don't have experience, you chase other things. Okay, so at the time I was chasing certifications, like you rightly said. I was doing courses on Udemy, trying to get certificates on Udemy, trying to get certificates from Udacity, trying to get courses from certificates from different universities on Coursera, and even doing some other Google data analyst courses and so on and so forth, that where just knowledge. They were just there for knowledge, for you to just gain knowledge, not necessarily hands-on experience that you would need in order for you to get a job. So you see, the first job I actually got was as a business intelligence developer. Okay, and guess what? What did I use to get this job? It was a project I'd worked on. I'm an Arsenal fan. I used to be a very big Arsenal fan. I don't watch football as much anymore, but I used to be a very big Arsenal fan. And back in the day, I was just excited because I'd learned Power BI. I wanted to work on a project to showcase my Power BI skills. So what I did was I went on the website, scraped data from the website that contained different information about Arsenal's performance in the EPL. And I did a dashboard. I automated it in Power BI service. It was just a fun project that I'd worked on. And during the interview, I had, this particular organization where they were doing something which we call, in data analytics, because they call it reverse engineering of reports. So they had reports in Tableau, and they needed an expert to come in to convert it from Tableau reports into Power BI reports. And that's essentially what they were looking for. Okay, wow. And during the interview, they asked the question, tell me a time you've done this particular kind of project before. And I was excited. I was like, oh yeah, I've done Tableau projects, I've done Power BI projects. Can you showcase some of the projects you've worked on? And I went ahead to share an Arsenal not any business case. This is not a business case. This is just a fun project. And that was the first, and that's how I was able to secure the job. Through that particular working them through the process, I was able to do web scraping. I was able to calculate my metrics. I was able to develop the
Wow.
scorecard and so on and so forth. And that's literally what recruiters are looking for. And like I said, the moment I got the first one, I asked myself that question: why did it take me
Why?
2 years to
Yeah.
get this job?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, so I went on from there to, most recruiters are concerned about experience. A
Mhm.
lot of people want to showcase certificates. I have a master's, I have this,
Mhm.
I have that.
Mhm.
It really doesn't do anything much for you. It's
Mhm.
straight on. They need people that can do it. And I usually ask this question. This is where I would end answering this question. Clara, okay, you're the one I'm speaking to. Okay, you do a lot of content and all that. So if today you want to hire a graphics designer or a video editor, now one video editor is telling you that, oh, I just graduated from school. I just graduated from one of the best video editing school so far. I don't really have much projects to showcase now, but if you give me the opportunity, I've learned it. I would impact your business. That's the first person. The second person is not telling you that, oh, Clara, I have been doing this for the last 6 months. Okay, and these are the videos I've edited. You can check out this platform. I did the videos. You can check out this platform. I did their videos. I'm the one doing this set of videos for another platform. This is what I currently do at the moment. Who would you like to go with?
Of
The
course, I'm
person
going to
that has
go
the
for,
second.
for the other
Exactly,
one, of
like,
course, the one that has got the experience per se, that could speak
yeah.
for it. Yeah.
That's what people don't understand. So if you are adamant on I want to get certificates, you're just wasting your time because recruiters are not concerned about the certificate that you have. They're more concerned on who is this person that can come in, who has done it before, and can come in and do the same thing they've done before. It's as simple as that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly the case. That answers your question. I hope that
Yeah.
answers the question.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think just to add to that, you are very much right, like 100% spot on, not just in the tech field or sector, but in every other profession. So having the experience is what really sells you out, not just your certification. There's another
Sure.
question I'm going to ask now. What do you think is the mistake most people make when searching for job, especially international job seekers?
First one is certificate, thinking that they need advanced degree certificate in order for them to get a job.
Mhm.
So the rule of thumb is if you can achieve about 40 to 50%. I personally, I even go less than that. If I can do about 40% of
Wow.
the things in the job description, I apply for the job. Okay.
Wow.
So one of the
Wow.
major misconceptions is I need to know everything in the job description before I
Mhm.
apply for it. That's absolutely wrong. You won't be able to apply for. You won't be able to apply to a lot of jobs. Now, the other thing also is majorly for immigrant is thinking that your past experience is not valid. So you're coming from Nigeria, you're coming from Ghana, South Africa, whatever part of the world you're coming into the UK, and you feel like, okay, I was a banker in Nigeria. Okay, banking is not the same thing in Europe, or it's not the same thing. You feel that experience is gone. I was a customer service representative in Nigeria. You feel that experience is useless. And that's the case for most people. So they're looking for new experience. Okay. And that's why you see a lot of people saying that, oh, you need UK experience, you need Canada experience, you need this experience. All part of the same thing I'm trying to talk about. So, and I like to use examples so that people understand it. Okay. So, let's say for a video editor, okay, I'm not even going into a video editor is using CapCut or is using Filmora or is using Adobe Express or whatever tool they're using. Now, that tool in Nigeria is the same tool literally in the US.
Yeah.
So if you know how to use a tool in Nigeria, it means you can get an opportunity in the US to work for a client in the US.
Absolutely.
Okay? Same thing in tech. You know how to use Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL in Nigeria. You can use the same technology. It's the same technology. So there's nothing like UK experience. So that, oh, you need to have worked with a company in the UK to use Power BI. No, that's absolutely no. I mean, those are like one of the major misconceptions people have. So looking for international experience in order for them to get a job, certificate, meeting all the jobs, meeting all the requirements in the job spec in order for them to apply for the job is one of the major misconceptions. Age restriction also, thinking that they are too old in order for them to get like a good job. These are major misconceptions people have about to get a job in the international market.
Wow, thank you so much. That was really powerful. Now, I know when it comes to employment, because I'm also in that space, how can these recruiters or how do they, vet real skills from what is on the CV, because that's what really sells people out. It's not just about what is on the CV. Like, can you really, you know, buttress that skill? Can you really, show it? So, what do you think about this?
This is where experience comes in play, honestly speaking. Experience, experience, experience. And this is
Just
what
about experience.
yeah, this is what training programs will not get you, honestly speaking. So you can buy all the courses online, you can pay for free courses, you can pay for courses, you can have access to all the free courses. It really doesn't get you what you're looking for. So essentially, to answer the question straight to the point, every interview process for anything in tech, there are majorly two ways they would assess you. Number one is the practical is let's even start with the interview. Okay, during the interview, before you even go to the practical side, during the interview, there's something we call situational based questions. Okay, so this is where they assess you. Okay, you said on your CV, you said you've worked as a business analyst or you've worked as a cybersecurity analyst. Okay, okay, can you tell me a time? They call it situational based question or scenario based question. Can you tell me a time you've done X, Y, Z? Okay, and how you're able to overcome, or how you're able to improve, or how you're able to move around it. Do you understand? So that's the way they'll ask you the question. It seems like a very genuine question, like random
Yeah.
question from nowhere, and they want to assess how you're going to be using your past experience to answer that question. Now, like I said, experience is the new gold. Okay, so if you've never done it before and you want to come up with like a flimsy skills or flimsy
Not
story
possible.
to tell them, it's
Yeah.
easy because there's something they call RBS. Okay, it's easy for recruiters to spot out RBS. Okay, because this is like a social media. I won't say the meaning. It's random BS. So everybody knows the meaning of BS. Okay, so if you spit out a story that doesn't really correlate, it's easy for them to spot it out, and this is where experience comes in play because they want to see that you have done it before, not that you have learned.
Yeah.
Okay, you've learned it is different from you have done it. You've
Mhm.
meant now, the second way is through hands-on practical sessions. Okay, so they could send you if like you are going to the data science, data engineering, or data analytics, even business analysts. They could just send you over like a case study, okay, for you to try your hands on it and see what you come up with, and you have to present that also to a panel of interviewers. It could be two people, it could be three people, it could be like as many people as possible. So those are the two ways they can assess your experience and your practical skills, your technical skills. So through the scenario based question and also through practical aspect of the interview.
Very good. That's really lovely. Honestly, you finished that question. So, I heard you talking about Amdari at the start of this video, and honestly, I've done my search. I've dug really deep, and I could see the good work you guys are doing. But could you throw more light on Amdari? What is Amdari? Okay, what do you guys do? What do you specialize in? How can you help my people, especially those seeking, sponsorship job in the tech field, mostly in the UK? So, what do you think they can do best? How can Amdari help, or Mr. Ifimena? How can you help? Okay, that is what we really want to know today.
All right. Thank you very much. I think that's thank you very much for that question. So Amdari is born out of necessity. Okay. So we see a lot of Africans relocating outside the country. Everybody needs. There's one thing that resounds to everybody. We need experience in order for us to get a job. You need a job in order for you to get experience. But in the situation of the job market, you actually need experience in order for you to get a job. So now we are that bridge. Okay. Amdari bridge that provides you with relevant work experience needed for you to get a job. Okay, so we do this through what we call work experience program or what most people will call internship. Okay, so we don't like to use the word internship because the people that we're dealing with are majorly professionals in different other domains. So you've done 2 years, 3 years in cybersecurity, or you've done customer service, I mean, or you've worked in the bank for like the last 5 to 10 years. So internship basically means a beginner, somebody that is just starting.
Yeah.
So we don't like to use the word internship. So it's called a work experience program. So most professionals are looking to get that experience that they need, leverage their past experience, and they can use that in landing their dream job. So that's what we're doing. So we're that bridge that provides you with hands-on practical experience across data analytics, data science, data engineering, business analysis, SOC. So cybersecurity, we broke it into three career paths, which is SOC analyst, penetration testing, and ethical hacking. And we have the last one, which is GRC, government risk and compliance. So these are different career paths in cybersecurity that we specialize in. So seven career paths in total. So we focus on those seven career paths and we help people gain hands-on practical experience. We also infuse employability skills like CV review, LinkedIn optimization, on-the-job support, interview preparation, and so many other employability things like coaching, mentorship, and so on and so forth to ensure that you are getting as much as possible in order for you to get that job. So it's a platform provides you with experience plus employability services.
Wow, that is really amazing, honestly.
Amazing.
Now, in terms of them acquiring this reward experience with Amdari, does it have to be physical or is it like an online thing or is it both? Because I know I have got viewers all around, not just in Nigeria per se. So most people, they wouldn't be able to make it to certain locations. So how could they also benefit from this, please?
So it's 100% virtual. So you could do this from everywhere. So we have people joining from Australia, people joining from the UK, Ireland, Germany, from literally across Europe, across Africa also. So it's not only for guys in the UK. So literally you could be anywhere to attend to partake in the work experience program. So it's majorly for anybody that needs experience to get a job, essentially. Mm-hmm. This is just your avenue of starting that remote work experience. Okay. So the project we're going to give to you, the work experience program, all the projects we're going to be working on are all for real businesses, and you'll be gaining this hands-on experience, and just looks like you're working remotely.
Yeah.
But essentially, you'll be doing that. Yeah.
I think that was my next question. Like, what projects do you guys give for them to work on? But you already answered that, so that is brilliant.
I'll just spend like a few seconds to expatiate more on that, the kind of project we get.
That is
so amazing. What we've done, it's not random projects. So we're not just getting random projects for people to work on. So it's not generated. It is not Googled. You go and look for a case study now. So what we've done is to partner with different startups across the world. That's what makes us unique. So we partner with these startups. So it could be startups in Nigeria, across Africa, across Europe, UK, US, Ireland, Canada. Literally, a startup could be anywhere. So we partner with these people to give us their unique business challenges. Okay, so it could be a cyber security problem, it could be a data problem, it could be an engineering problem, it could be a solution, it could be a process problem, it could be anything really. So give us this problem, then we have you work on it. Okay, so essentially you're going to be working as a consultant. You would know the company you're working for because, like I said, these are business challenges. So we don't want to, one of the cybersecurity team at the moment is working on a project on a cyber attack. Okay, and during the cyber attack, they lost some critical information. They lost some data to the hackers. Okay, so now we don't want to share those kind of information. We don't want to share that the name of the business that was hacked. We don't want to share those things because it leads to reputational risk. So the only thing that you don't get to know is the name of the business and some other information that might link back to the business. So essentially, you're going to be working on real life problems, real life projects, okay, to give you that hands-on experience that you can use to get some job.
Yeah. And honestly, you know why I applaud this is because this is also going to boost their CV, because Amdari now, with I don't want to use the word internship, with the real life working experience, it's going to be on their CV as a full-blown work history, which is going to be coming with references. I think the references is how many years? 2 years that can be used not just in the UK, but every other part of the world. And guys, trust me, if an employer sees on your CV or resume and they are saying that you've got experiences in this skill, not just certification in the skill, trust me, where won't you be employed? And like I do say, tech is where the whole business is in terms of getting sponsorship right now. Employers are not looking to give unskilled workers or semi-skilled workers. They're looking for professional skilled workers, and they are actively recruiting. Go on job board, go anywhere, you will see tech sponsorship available, both for those within the UK and those outside of the UK. And this pathway actually allows you to come in with your dependent, which is rare right now in the UK, considering the change of the visa scenario and everything. So this is where Amdari comes in. They bridge that gap. You've spent money, you've taken certification, you've gotten training, you've gotten courses, yet no job. And I believe none of us would carry our certification, put under the pillow and sleep on it. We want it to work for us, yeah? So if you are looking for the real life working experience, then Amdari is your go-to. Check them out on TikTok, on IG. They are everywhere and they are doing good. Like, the feedback thus far is really positive. And Mr. Efemena, do you want to add any other thing that you think could boost, people's chances, especially those we're talking about, those with zero experiences at all?
Very good question. So people that have zero work experience, you need experience to get a job. So I was speaking to a friend of mine based in the US. Okay, he's currently doing his PhD, and one of the requirements of the PhD is for him to get placement for about 6 to 8 months or thereabouts. Okay, and it was applying for quite a number of internship opportunities in the US. And guess what? The majority of those internships required that you had experience.
Wow.
So I mean, this is an internship that's supposed to last, let's say, about 6 months. Okay, and you could see that majority of this internship needed him to have done something in that particular domain. Okay, so nobody's taking zero experience. Oh, I don't have any experience. I want to get a job. Nobody takes that anymore. So, like I said earlier, it's job experience. Most jobs now require you to have experience in order for you to get a job. So if you have zero experience, the probability of you landing a job is very, very difficult. Okay, so what we have done is to provide you with that platform that gives you that hands-on experience plus employability in order for you to get what you're looking for. Okay, so like Clara said also, and I have reiterated also, you can put this work experience on your CV, you can add it to your LinkedIn profile, that you work with Amdari as a data analytics consultant, as a data scientist consultant. And guess what? You're going to be working with real business clients. You'll be solving real business problems. You'll be recommending to these businesses what their solutions should be. And you can go ahead to go into these interviews and talk about your experience. Remember, for every role you're going into the tech space, you'll go through the situational based question and the practical aspect, technical assessment. So these are the things that we would use to boost your confidence, boost your own opportunities, your increase opportunities of landing a job, essentially. And that's exactly what you need at this point in time. So if you have zero experience or you're looking at transitioning to the tech space, you need experience. And where do you get that experience? And that is where you get the experience. Thank you.
Wow, that is really amazing. So how can they benefit from this? Like, how do we contact you? How do we contact Amdari? Is there any platform for us to join? Any link to click for registration? We really want to, be involved in this. So what do we do from here?
All right, so we usually have like 3 sessions so it's not like you're listening to us today and you just be like, okay, you need to start immediately. All right, if you want to start immediately, that's fantastic. But most people would want to still interact with us. So we usually have would definitely attach a link to this particular video where you can join our WhatsApp community. We run free sessions, okay, a lot of free sessions where you can get to listen to us a lot better, and then you can make a decision. Okay, it's just like if you go to the market today, back in Nigeria, okay, not outside the country, and you want to buy Gary, what do? Can you give me taste? Let me taste it, see if I want it. Or you want to buy suya, what do? You taste it first, right? So exactly, that's like what we call a taster session. So we show you exactly what the platform is. We explain to you the benefit to you, and also, and you can even ask questions. So the whole benefit of this is for you to come in, okay, free of charge, ask questions, you will learn in the same case, okay? So you're still going to be learning at the end of everything, okay? So click the link, join the WhatsApp community, attend our session, then we'll make everything known better to you, and you can ask all the questions that you want.
Wow, that is really amazing. And hearing the word free, even my ears are upstanding. So so guys, if you want to be part of this, please use the link in the comment section or description box of this video to join Amdari's WhatsApp community. Over there, you're going to learn a lot, okay? And you're going to see reasons why I know they are the best. From what we've said thus far, the thing to take home from here is that experiences can never be overlooked at all. It can never be overlooked. Experiences is something that also never leaves you, that speaks for you everywhere you go. So it's a must you get these experiences, real life working experiences, to kickstart your journey into the tech job market and to start earning where, don't let that certification rust, okay? So please join Amdari's WhatsApp community so you can get updated. Thank you so much, Mr. Ifemena. I don't know if you want to add any other thing before we call it a day.
Nothing much, honestly. I would say that if you're currently in the UK, you're looking to get in a job, Amdari is where you need to be. You need experience at the end of everything, so you can do all the courses, you can pay for all the certificates. These are free. These are easy to access. These are easily accessible. So anybody can pay for a course. Anybody can pay for a certificate, or read to pass the certificate. But at the end of the day, go to every job board. Spend the next 10, 15 minutes after you listen to this. Look at the kind of job to apply to. Look at what's the requirement. You'll find out that experience is everything.
Experiences, yeah.
And that's exactly what we're providing
Yeah.
for you. So we're answering the question of, where you can get experience. So come and get experience with us, okay? And let's see how we can work together.
And honestly, you guys are not going to regret it at all, okay? It is very important. It is of essence you get this real life working experiences. So thank you guys for watching us again. Like I said, Amdari WhatsApp community link is in the comment section for those who want to join. It's all for free. You're not paying a dime to join this WhatsApp community here. You can also use the link in the description box of this video. Join, come and see what they do, the good work that they've been doing, and also spread that good work. Also spread that good words around and invite your family, friends, anyone you know who have been looking to secure a tech job thus far in the UK. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And as you do, may God bless you. Thank you guys. Bye.